LIV Golf plans to announce a massive 7 new additions to the tour after the FedEx Cup conclusion. This is according to renowned golf journalist Alan Shipnuck. The signings include one long-rumored player, who we think is Cameron Smith, while the other 6 have all played on the PGA Tour this year, and as such are top-ranked golfers. This could truly be some shattering news for the PGA, as these players will have played in the FedEx Cup, which means they will all be in the top 125 in the world. The players will resign from the PGA after the final tournament on the 29th of August and will be banned from the President's Cup. The President's Cup pits the best US golfers against internationals and will be played on September 19. The 7 will be present for LIV Boston, which begins on the 2nd of September. In that case, we can assume that there may be some announcements this week and a lot next week, so get ready and hold on to your hat. For our money, we believe Hideki Matsuyama could be on his way. The previous Masters winner is exempt from qualifying for majors, and as an Asian player, doesn't have to worry about the Ryder Cup or anything like that. Matsuyama could be a serious coup for LIV and their Asian audience, as he is adored in his native Japan. He could lead an Asian team and headline events. He'll become a huge asset to LIV. Patrick Canttley was leading the second FedEx Cup event, the BMW Championship, at the time of writing. He's next on the sportsbook list to leave, but he is one of those players that LIV would love to entice away from the PGA Tour. Harold Varner III is another on this list. He won the Saudi International Tournament earlier this year and has been rumored ever since. He is a really likable guy who can definitely win on his weekend. Unfortunately, he just hasn't had the consistency needed. Next on the list is Joaquin Niemann. Niemann has won once this year, but with his good friend Abraham Ansar moving to LIV earlier this year, it looks like Niemann will join his friend to create an interesting South American LIV team. Interestingly, we have discussed the team aspect of LIV in some other videos. It's about the best thing LIV has going for it, and these international teams could be excellent marketing and sponsorship tools. It's also been revealed that LIV golfers are expected to try and persuade LIV targets to join the tour when they can. It's signed into their contract. Mickelson got suspended for this initially, and we just wonder if Ansar has worked on this with Niemann. Next on the list is Mark Leishman, who has never addressed LIV rumors. Mark is an excellent golfer who plays constantly, and like any of these guys, definitely can win on his weekend. Unfortunately, it looks like the money is just too much for him to pass down. The bond with fellow Aussies Scott and Smith looks likely to have swayed him too. The final name on our list is Adam Scott. The Australian played excellent in the BMW Championship recently, but we kind of think he will assess his career point when offered a contract worth millions. And then he'll join compatriot Cam Smith. Again, LIV players are asked to try to convince players to join. Maybe the greatest Australian golfer of them all, Mr. Norman has convinced all 3 Aussies. There are some other notable names who aren't on our list, but rumors are swirling. Some of these golfers have addressed the rumors, but only some can really be believed. Victor Hofland and Cameron Young have been questioned numerous times on the LIV series. Both have denied that they'll play, and we'll believe them for the moment. Hofland is one of Europe's best players at the moment and will become a world beater in a few years, mark our words. Cam Young is very similar for the Americans. He hasn't won just yet, but came second in the British Open and has a few other places to his name this year. The LIV question is never far away from Xander Schauffele, Sungjae Im, and Shane Lowry at the moment too. But again, we're going to believe what they say for the time. LIV are famous for their timely announcements, so keep a good ear out for this one. It comes just after Tiger Woods led a meeting for top PGA Tour players and tried to convince them to stay on the tour. Many in this list would have been at that meeting. It's rumored that Tiger asked everyone out straight if they were thinking of defecting to LIV, just so he could figure out the honest players. Some interesting facts have come out of that meeting, including PGA Tour players all to receive at least $500,000 next year no matter what. So this story is another that will rumble on. Be ready for the announcements and let us know in the comments who you think the 7 are. As always, thanks for watching.